You're enjoying your home, your budget's under control, you're getting the bills paid, and then you get a notice in the mail. Your insurance has just jumped significantly. What's behind it all? Let's talk about it. Joining us this afternoon is a top property insurance legal expert, is Ali Awad. Thank you so much for being with us. Also a managing attorney and CEO.
That's right. My name is Ali Awad, and I help injured people make a lot of money.
Well, tell me a little bit. How do you do it, Ali?
Well, it's not just my good looks, I'll tell you that. You have to know the insurance game. You know, there's this phrase that's thrown around all the time called full coverage insurance. The truth is there's no such thing as full coverage insurance, and that's where people make a mistake. They don't adequately protect themselves by not getting the proper coverage, and they think that going the cheapest route possible is the correct solution, when really cheapest is not always the best.
So what do you recommend?
Well, first of all, I recommend that you do your research and find the right type of coverage, not so much the right type of insurance company. I think plaintiffs' lawyers will agree with me that there are some insurance companies we know have taken a position that profits are more important than people. And I speak on my behalf and a lot of my colleagues that Allstate Insurance is one of those companies that almost always chooses to lowball their clients and injured people when they are at fault or not at fault. Whereas companies like USAA, Amica, and Country Financial, they care more about their clients than anything else. So you start first by understanding there's different types of coverages and different types of insurance companies. And I recommend at the very minimum having $100,000 in coverage for liability and UM. And one of my favorites is medical payments protection, also known as MedPay.
You threw some names out there, Ali. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, those
it's
are
the truth.
That's
it's
from Ali. Okay, okay. So you say look at what they give you, not necessarily the name, the big name of the company. What are some of the biggest mistakes that people are making?
The biggest mistake is assuming that the insurance company represents you. So when you have a property damage claim, you know, you have your roof collapse or there's a windstorm that comes through or you get involved in a car accident, the first mistake is assuming that the insurance company has your best interests. And look, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a personal injury lawyer, so I work on a contingency. My interests are aligned with the client. So the more the client makes for their accident or their injury, the more that my company makes. Well, the insurance company has an inverse correlation. The less they pay you, the more they make. So the first mistake is assuming that the insurance company has your best interest, because let's be honest, whether you like it or not, the rates are going to increase every single year. And the biggest mistake is ignorance.
Okay, I'm looking at a list of some of the ways that you can lower your property insurance. You say negotiate, compare rates, improve your credit. Does that work most of the time? If you call them up and say, hey, look, my credit score's up, you know, hey, I talked to so-and-so, they'll give me a better deal. Do they listen?
Absolutely. I think building your credit is a huge driving factor in helping you get a lower rate. And also going through your insurance policy to make sure they're not charging you for things that you don't need. Let's say you live in a $500,000 home, a $500,000 dwelling. You don't need $6 million in insurance coverage. And so sometimes having too much coverage where you'll never tap into the entire policy is an easy way to waste some money. So review your policy and make sure that you have adequate coverage. If you have $10,000 worth of jewelry and personal belongings, you don't need 10 times that amount in coverage. So finding the adequate type of coverage will also help you save some money.
Okay, before we say goodbye, there's also the word bundle. We hear that a lot with a lot of programs. Lots of information. Thank you so much for being with us, Ali Awad.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Still to come.